Welcome to Laura's Healthy Style. Welcome back, and I'm so excited to share my carrot cake, keto, low carb carrot cake recipe with you. I have been formulating carrot cake recipes for years. Started, of course, with flour and then switched over to gluten-free with gluten-free flours. And now I make keto. And so it's really low carb using almond flour. So I'm just going to put a little bit of coconut oil in this cake pan. I just love these cute little 6-inch cake pans that I got on Amazon. They're little stainless steel cake pans. And then I'm also going to put some of the coconut oil in my silpat because everybody loves little muffins. Little muffins are easy. You know, when you give people a big muffin, they look, oh my gosh, that's a lot of muffin. They probably end up eating the same amount of muffin with little ones, but it's much more appetizing, I think. It encourages people to try them. And once they try them, they're hooked. And if you watched any of my other videos, you probably saw that I have lost about 25 pounds on a low-carb diet and continue to maintain that very easily on very low carb. These little pans are, it's hard to get the cake out. So I already measured these, this parchment paper, and I'll just show you. I'm just gonna cut around this very quickly. And we're gonna cut off all of the pan mark because we don't wanna eat that, that's toxic. And then these will fit right into the bottom of the cake pan, so then the cake will fall right out. That. I've already put some coconut oil in the bottom to help loosen the cakes when they come out as well. At the end, we'll put some cream cheese frosting. Gotta love cream cheese frosting. Okay, so next we're gonna grate these carrots. So I've got my trusty Ninja food processor here. This I got on the Black Friday specials, and I just love this thing. It's because I love to grate things, but boy, carrots are really hard to grate. So this is gonna be a little bit noisy. Ta-da! Try doing that by hand. That's what gave me, I was like, okay, I give up. I need a food processor. So now we have about 2 to 3 cups of carrots that are grated. And we even have an extra piece of carrot. I love carrots. So good for the eyes, right? The vitamin A. This is a great way to get vegetables in kids or adults. I have 1 cup of monk fruit measured out here. And I always try to go with grass-fed organic eggs. Whatever the best quality you can get. Yeah, so right now I am adding grass-fed butter. So it's really, really important to use high quality fats like organic olive oil and extra virgin olive oil. And then this is grass-fed butter. This is Kerrygold. And this is the one that I'm using today. This is Vital Farms. They also make some really great eggs. My brother jokes the grass is feeding the butter. The cows are eating real grass like they're supposed to. So now put in the butter, and that's about 1/4 cup of the butter. And now we're gonna also add 1/4 cup of heavy cream. This is organic heavy cream that I get from Whole Foods, one of my favorite stores. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add those carrots. So we've got about 2 cups of carrots in here that have been grated with the trusty food processor. By the way, I have a food handler's certification. I really should not be cooking with my hair down, but this is video, right? You know, when I do cook for other people, I do put my hair up under a hat. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and add about a teaspoon, maybe 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Can't go wrong with cinnamon. Don't you love the way I measure? This is organic nutmeg. And then a tablespoon of vanilla extract, and if you've watched my other videos, you know I love this vanilla. It's really good. It's alcohol free, so it actually tastes good. Try doing that with regular vanilla extract. Delicious. So we've got our spices in there. Give that a quick stir. Now we'll go ahead and add 3 cups of almond flour that I've already measured out. I really like the Bob's Red Mill because it's non-GMO. It's very difficult to find organic almond flour, like impossible. So then my next best thing is to get non-GMO. And now I'm going to add about 1/4 cup of organic raisins. I also have about 1/2 cup of raw walnuts that I'm going to be adding. My sister just did this recipe and she used pecans instead. So those are also good nuts to use. I think pecans need more sugar. I think walnuts personally are more flavorful and they don't require as much sweetness. And these I have already ground them up. And then we're also adding about 1/4 cup of shredded coconut. I get a lot of my ingredients from Vitacost. If you order at least $50 worth of ingredients at one time, it's free shipping. So I definitely take advantage of that. I order my almond flour from Vitacost and the coconut and the nuts. And when I use chocolate, I get Lily's milk chocolate chips, and they are sweetened with stevia. So I always do a taste test to make sure that everything's good. Oh, one more thing that we need to add, and that is about a teaspoon, not quite a teaspoon, of baking soda. I use baking soda instead of baking powder because baking powder has cornstarch with it. And so then that would be adding some carbs to it. I'm gonna make sure that baking soda is thoroughly mixed in there. And then, like I said, I always do a little taste test before I put it into the cake pans. I could just eat it raw. So good. Okay. So my camera person gets a beater.
Thanks.
Just like I do. One of the most fun things about baking is licking the beaters. All right, so now I'm gonna get these cake pans started. Try to get them evenly distributed and throw them in the oven. So then I'm gonna also dish up the silpat. So this is, even though it's sweet, it's also really nutritious because we've got lots of great vitamins in here and lots of protein. We've got the eggs with all their sulfur in the egg yolks, and we've got the carrots with their vitamin A, got in our vegetables, got the raisins, coconut. I make the carrot cake for a lot of birthdays, a lot of my friends' birthdays.
True.
Okay, so now I'm really, no matter what, I'm really careful. I wash my hands a lot because I do have a food handler's certification. Next, we're gonna make some cream cheese frosting to put on the carrot cake, right? I think that's one of the best things about carrot cake is the cream cheese frosting. How about you? What do you think? This is organic cream cheese that I get from Whole Foods, one of my favorite stores. And then this is some powdered monk fruit. Remember, we used the monk fruit in the recipe for the carrot cake. Now we're going to use powdered monk fruit. I go not measuring, just kind of willy-nilly throwing the ingredients together. I'm going to put a little heavy cream that I also get from Whole Foods, and some of that great vanilla. Okay, next we're going to mix this up. It's so much easier to mix when the cream cheese is at room temperature, which it was, but it's still difficult to mix, isn't it? Thank goodness for an electric mixer. And I'm going to put just a little bit more heavy whipping cream because it needs to be just a little bit looser, a little bit softer.
Oh my God.
That was a great one, wasn't it? Beater?
Yeah.
So now I'm going to fill a pastry bag with the cream cheese frosting. And this is a great trick. So I'm going to put some of this in here. And then we're going to put it inside the other bag. So you can actually change them out if you want to put some color. Today we're just going with regular cream cheese. Coming out, there we go. Makes it more appetizing when you try to make it look a little pretty. So please let me know what you think about this carrot cake recipe and what your family and friends think about it too. Enjoy carrot cake, keto, low carb, paleo. Subscribe, like, and hit the bell. I've got more coming.